Welcome back, guys. My name is Mansur, reporting for All Israel News. Why is Israel and America attacking Iran right now? I know this question has been going through the head of many Americans and many Europeans. Well, the answer is quite simple. Just hear what they are saying about it.
الإسرائيليون يعرفون بدقة ويعرفون أن الشعب الإسلامي إذا يأتي يوم وهو قادر على قصف إسرائيل وعلى ضربة على إسرائيل وعلى إذا كانوا قادرين على إزالة إسرائيل سيفعلون مع إسرائيل ما فعله حماس.
كل الشعوب الإسلامية.
كل الشعوب الإسلامية. اليوم إذا نرى أن بعض الدول المنطقة لا يعملون بواجبهم لعلهم يقولون وحتما يقولون نحن لسنا بقادرين على ذلك. وإسرائيل يعلم وأمريكا يعلم.
What he's saying basically is that they all want to destroy Israel if they had the capability. The only reason they're not doing it because they can't. And Iran is trying to lead that initiative. That's their way of interpretation of Islam and the calling of Islam, which is to wipe out Israel, wipe out Christianity, and dominate Islam around the world and submit the entire world into extreme Sharia law, slavery, and death, and etc. So they're saying that they want to do it. Now let's keep hearing it out because it gets better.
والقادة في الدول الكبرى يعلمون أن الدول الإسلامية إذا جاء يوم وهم قادرون على قصف إسرائيل سيقصفون.
يعني الدول الخليجية والعربية كاملة والإسلامية.
كل الشعوب الإسلامية. نحن لا نخاف أصلا منهم لأنه نحن صامدون. نحن ندافع عن حق وندافع عن بلدنا. ونقول للأمريكان أنتم تموتون ولا ترون ذلتنا.
They're basically saying directly, we're telling the Americans, you are going to die before you see us humiliated. They're saying we want to annihilate Israel. They're working relentlessly on getting a nuclear weapon. Now, I know some of you are saying, yeah, but Joe Kent said they aren't. But guys, Joe Kent was a guy that was working in counterterrorism internally and a little bit externally. He is not exposed to what the CIA is exposed to. He's not exposed to what the Mossad is exposed to or other secret intelligence organizations around the globe that are all saying the same thing. Iran has been progressing their nuclear plan to build nuclear military capabilities, which in simple words, they want to build nuclear bombs that they can nuke the West. Everybody is saying that. And we have enough evidence showing that they still haven't abandoned because they're saying it. So I think after October 7 and way before, we should start listening to Muslims when they say what they want to do. We want to conquer the world. We want to invade America. We want to kill all the Christians, kill all the Jews, hang all the gays, and etc. When they say it, they actually mean it. They're not hiding it. And part of it is because of, inbreeding and low IQ and stupidity, where they should probably be hiding these agendas, but they're not. They're very proud about it. And they're saying it often in American streets and in European streets like Berlin, like in France, in Paris, and all these places that are becoming a Muslim caliphate right now, London. So with that in mind, Iran right now is at its weakest point. Wouldn't it be the best time to go and bomb the living hell out of them so that plan of destroying planet Earth will not be in the hands of radical, fanatic, religious idiots? I think, well, some of you can come and say, well, you know what, Mansur, that's not nice. Let's wait. Wait for what? That they're stronger? That it's almost impossible to take that plan away from them, the nuclear bombs they're trying to build, or that they actually have the nuclear bomb. And then imagine what kind of a world. Look at it that way. Iran is quite weak right now, and they're still shooting rockets and missiles on everyone around them, including cluster munitions. Some of them landed in my town, next to my brother's houses, indiscriminately targeting civilians all around the world. They're sponsoring terrorism all around the world. They are directly saying that their proxies and everybody want to come right now, invade Israel, massacre all the Jews, and then later on go to Europe. They're sponsoring the fall of Europe from inside, and America, and etc. They're sponsoring people like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Nick Fontizzi. Look how they shifted so fastly. And Joe Kent, by the way, they shifted so fast to become the defenders of Iran, which makes no sense at all. This is literally the final boss of enemies of Christianity that we have right now, and they're there, or at least one of the final bosses, and no, let's guys, don't attack them. Let them have a nuclear weapon. That makes no sense. So when you understand that this is a situation right now, and this might be our last chance to do it with the minimum amount of casualties to our forces, because if we will postpone it, we will end up having a bigger war. We'll end up losing more people in order to stop these fanatics. Now, I did not even mention the fact that they're massacring their own people in the tens of thousands. So when you look at it and say, oh, these people are willing literally to wipe out their entire nation, they're talking all the time that they want to genocide Israel and America in Europe, actively working towards that goal, that they want to genocide America, Israel, in Europe and everything. They're hanging gay people, they're kidnapping women and little girls, they're giving, his grandfather gave a religious verdict that it is okay to sexually violate little girls who are in prison before they get executed in order to make sure that they don't reach heaven. Let that sink in. So that's the kind of religious fanatics that want to build a nuclear bomb right now and nuke Israel and America. They're saying it. Anyone else who's telling you not, he's lying or covering for them. Because why? Because they're saying it. So that's why I think it is important that we educate ourselves right now in this era of misinformation and propaganda and influence that have managed to infiltrate the West and the space of podcasters and influencers and mainstream media in the West, who are heavily influenced by enemy countries who have enemy ideologies or enemy movement like the Muslim Brotherhood and the Islamic Nation and etc. If you look at it on the other side, many of these Muslim countries or these communist countries or Russia and China, they ban Western media from entering their countries because they know that our message is very different than theirs, and they're afraid that their people would realize what we have to say and how we live our life because they've been lying to them and indoctrinating them. So they know the danger of misinformation, and they're so fanatic about it that they would literally ban TikTok. Well, not TikTok, that's their agent. Facebook, Instagram, CNN, basically anything that is Western, YouTube, it's banned in many of these countries, in Russia, in China, in Iran, and etc. But we, on the other side, not only don't do any filtering for the messaging that is coming from them to us, we're actually protecting it by law and allowing them to have their own stations. Heck, just not long ago, Mark Rubio gave a call for the ICE to go and arrest the daughter or the granddaughter of Soleimani, which was a high-ranking general in Iran who wanted to destroy America. And she is living in the US luxurious lives, promoting that same message of anti-America, anti-West, anti-Israel, while living and going around dressed in a very immodest way. Meanwhile, the women in her country are being massacred, kidnapped, and killed and have acid thrown on their face for daring not to have a hijab. She's going on there like a Victoria's Secret model in the United States, living from the money that was stolen from their country. So that is the kind of evil we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the reason that this war right now is so important, and in general that your country, America, and my country, Israel, and hopefully European countries will wake up to join, have went into this very important endeavor to bring down one of the top worst radical fanatic religious dictatorships on the face of this planet that is threatening the stability of the entire Middle East, of Europe, and of the entire West. Not to talk about that they're great allies with China and Russia and other bad players in the neighborhood. So in every checkbox that I look at, it gets marked good. Attack them now, attack them now. Now is the time. Attack them with all the force that you have, and make sure that they will never have the capability to wage nuclear weapons against the world or to do anything evil against innocent civilians, their own and ours. Stay safe, guys. Don't do anything stupid in general. Don't do anything that I would do. See you next time.